In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create some walls and fences using the construct tool, and I've got some free assets imported into this scene. So I'm going to start with these big walls and tower. First we need to turn them into construct bricks. The best would be to move the object to 0 and make sure its long side is along the z-axis. We'll have to attach this one to a parent and then apply the rotation to the child. Add the construct brick component to it as well. Apply the rotation and make a prefab of it. Same process will be needed for the others as well, except for the tower we don't need to rotate it. Next we'll create a construct settings script. Use the right click menu under town generator. Create town generator. Then add our new bricks to the script. The wall piece we'll place in the brick prefabs list. Set the tower as the not prefab. And then add a floor item so we can add the gate to the right door slot. I'm going to set this to 0.5 and I'll show you just now how that works. The left door slot only works for a double wall construct, so this one is going to be a single wall. Okay, next right click to create our construct. I'm going to just move it a little bit. And then add our new settings script to the construct. And then we can use the spline tool to build our wall. Okay, let's see what's happening over here. Okay, so I think that is the snap bricks to layers. We'll switch that off and there we go. So you'll notice a bit of a gap on our prefab. So let's see how we can fix that. So that's the wall. So we've got a calculated bounce on the wall. Let me select this one. Okay, it's been baked. Let's just switch off the baking. So if you select one of these, there's our bounds on that wall. Let's have it displayed. So all I'm going to do is make it a little bit smaller on the z-axis. Let's try 6.5. .86. So let's just change that on our prefab. And then have the wall regenerated. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you'll notice also the one is a little bit smaller than the other. There's an option on our settings for random brick scale. Just change this to 1 so we can have them all at the same scale. See how they fit nicely. Okay, let's see where our gate is. Okay, here we go. That's the gate added. Now you'll notice when going uphill, depending on the type of brick you are using, you're going to want to adjust this or limit the incline so the steps are not too high or something like that. So there's a step there still, but it's not too high. Okay, so the gate is placed at 0.5 of the length of your spline. So let's say we want to have a front gate and a back gate on this wall. Let's have these 2 points linked. Okay, it looks like our spline has been split in two. Well, what's going on there? Let's just regenerate it. Interesting. Oh, it is split. Okay, so now we've got two splines, and you'll notice there's two settings objects. So what I'm going to do is just add the same settings to the second spline, and there we have a second gate. So obviously we can add points to this spline. There's our gate. Now let's say we want to fix this funny incline. One thing we can try is to switch alignment to per brick. Okay, so that's closer, but yeah, we still have this one too high. Now the one option is on our brick you can lower, let's open this one, lower the object so that it's below the ground. So let's make it maybe -2, and then we're going to do the same on our other items, other bricks. Let's leave the tower for now. The gate is going to be easier. And then just regenerate. Okay, so you see how it's automatically pushed it down into the ground everywhere. So depending on your model, your brick model, you'll have to play around with it to make it work. So let's just bake this again. So what the bake does is it takes all the objects with the same material and bakes it into one object. Now it automatically also creates LODs, but for this brick there won't be a difference between the LODs, so we can actually switch that off. Under here, create LOD, that's not necessary for this brick type. So there's just one object there. Next, let me show you how to create a quick fence with these fence objects. So I've already created the construct bricks. It works basically the same as what we did with the wall and the gate, except we don't have a knot prefab for this one. So our fence settings object has got two bricks set on it. There's no knot. I've already set the brick scale to stay to 1. The alignment is set to per brick, and snap to the layers has been switched off. Okay, so let's create a quick fence. So first create the construct, add the settings to it, and then draw a spline. So that's very quick and easy. You'll notice that I've also set it to go into the ground a little bit, just so the inclines work better. Not seeing any issues there. Okay, so this fence has got a door type of thing. It's this one, yeah. So let me show you how you can actually move this door around. It's set here as the right door. So if you pull this value, where did it go? That was too much. Okay, there it is, 845. Let's just go a little bit more. 86. You still see it's there. 8. Where is it now? Ah, there it is. Okay, so this, let's say you want randomly placed fence gates. You can also add it to the bricks list, and then obviously it will be randomly added all over the place. Okay, so that's a fence. Okay, so the last thing I'd like to show you in this tutorial is you would have noticed these attach points that are added to the spline. It's because this is a road object the spline is handled as a road object, and we can actually set on which side of the road you want them to be generated. So if we set it to right and regenerate, see now they are only on one side, and set it to left, it's on the other side, or you can switch them off completely. So this is useful for when you add a fence or a wall to your town and you actually want the buildings to be attached to your wall or your fence. Okay, and that's it for this tutorial.